Film Fanatics.
Crazy! It's crazy.
The nuts about that.
Now, the Houston Film Fanatics.
What's up, everybody? This is Ray.
This is Dylan.
And this is Carter.
And we're the Houston Film Fanatics. Welcome to Film Fanatic Radio. We've got a pretty awesome show today. We're going to be talking some of the stuff from San Diego Comic-Con that's been announced. We've got some awesome reviews for some things that have hit the theater this week. But before we get to all that, let's roll right into our box office recap. Looking at the top 5 movies that have come out this week. Coming in at number 5, Ice Age Collision Course. Ice Age in space, basically. Then we've got, coming in at number 4, Lights Out. That was fun. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Yep.
A movie that shouldn't be in the third spot, I feel, but whatever. It's Ghostbusters, coming in at number 3. Mm-hmm. Holding strong in the second place, Secret Life of Pets.
Still up there.
And number 1 this weekend, Star Trek.
Woo!
Woo! That's
Nice.
Nice little tribute to Anton.
Nice. God, I still feel bad about that.
I feel terrible about him. But, you know, his parents were, like, so grateful about the way that Hollywood and everybody has treated his passing that they actually took out a full page thank you in the Los Angeles Times.
Oh, wow, that's so
cool.
sweet. That's really sweet. You also hear that J.J. Abrams is not going to continue the character. He's going to die in the next, or they're going to find a way to
finagle it.
I think that's good, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
good.
It's a good way to honor him.
It would be terrible if they replaced him with somebody.
Yeah. I mean, they could do some kind of red shirt kind of thing, which is horrible to say, but
it is terrible to say.
But he honestly is part of the engineering crew. He technically does wear a red shirt. But that's neither here nor there. All right.
All right. Well, R.I.P. Anton.
Yep.
All right. So let's hit up the reviews for this week. First movie I want to talk about is a little flick starring Mila Kunis called Bad Moms.
You said everything I've ever felt about being a mom, but couldn't say.
There's so many rules now.
Don't punish your kids.
Don't say no to your kids.
We all work too damn hard trying to make our kids' lives amazing and magical. Their lives already are amazing and magical. Be bad moms.
Oh, I'm in.
Bad
moms! Wendy!
Bad Moms.
Bad Moms.
Bad Moms.
Okay. Well, this movie, easily the funniest movie that's come out this week.
Really?
I didn't think it was going to be good, but holy crap, this movie is freaking hilarious.
Definitely worth the watch.
Yeah. Now, basically, it's a movie about a bunch of moms that are fed up with all of the status quo that the PTA basically keeps forcing off on them, and their husbands force off on them, and just life in general. And so they decide to just basically go rogue with everything. So they're not cooking, they're not cleaning, we're not making make your own breakfast, kids. That happens. And they just decide, you know what, I'm going to take care of me for a while. Yep. And it's absolutely hilarious. The ladies in the movie do an awesome job. Kristen Bell, Christina Applegate's in it too. She's the kind of the bad guy. Jada Pinkett Smith is in there as one of Christina Applegate's
the Karen girl you're thinking of has been in a bunch of different movies with, like I saw her just recently with Adam Sandler, and that movie just came out with, God, the names today.
I am terrible.
The names!
If nothing else, you should go see this movie, and you should go see it soon. Especially if you have kids, you'll think this is funny.
Catherine Hayne.
Thank you. Oh, my God.
Yep.
Catherine, not Karen.
And there we go.
Catherine.
Yeah.
Give her some justice. She did a good job.
She did a great job.
Yeah, she's hilarious. I've seen her in a lot of different things.
I would like to sit and have a drink with her, because she was pretty awesome.
Yeah?
I would. I totally would.
I think there's a couple actors and actresses that you can really, I feel like you really could sit down, like Dwayne Johnson. I feel like you could honestly sit down.
Except would he be having like a smoothie?
Yeah.
And you would be drinking?
Yeah, the girliest drink there.
I'm sure he would not be drinking.
Really? Like a mimosa?
Like a mimosa.
Yeah.
Or a nice margarita.
Yeah.
Very classy.
Very nice.
He's a classy guy.
He's watching the calorie intake. Come on.
Does he have to? He doesn't have to.
He does. Doesn't he do like 9,000 calories?
Yeah, 9,000. And it's like all with fish.
I
like
do
salmon.
I do the same thing, but I don't do this workout.
It's no workout. It's just me.
It's just the calories. Snuggling up, having a good time. So that was one really awesome movie this week. Another really funny movie that came out that probably most guys aren't going to watch, but it's a little film called Absolutely Fabulous.
I'm being trolleyed on Twitter. A woman told me I was a pariah.
Do you know what a pariah is?
Yeah. It's fish.
Yeah, this movie basically is based on the TV show Absolutely Fabulous, which I used to watch constantly, so I couldn't wait for this movie to come out. It's the same crazy-ass ladies. Adina and Patsy, they're back. They're still drunk. They're still doing coke in the police station. They're just absolutely insane. And they're basically accidentally kind of sort of kill Kate Moss in this movie, and so they're on the run from basically all of London's fashion and police, well, real police. I don't know. It's hilarious. It's all the characters that you've loved from the original TV show. It was a fun time. And they actually, I was reading that in London, they actually had to remove 4 women from the theater because they were laughing too hard at it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
so,
pretty amazing.
Bear in mind, you could get kicked out of this one.
How hard do you have to be
Especially if you
laughing?
drink heavily beforehand. Just saying, that's a thing.
Still worth a watch, though.
It is worth a watch. It was a fun time.
All
All right, but let's move on to something that's not comedy for this week. Let's talk about producer James Wan has brought us a new horror film, Lights Out.
Every time I turn off the lights, there's this woman.
Very, very scary fun.
I was very spooked.
So what do you guys think of Lights Out?
Actually, I really enjoyed it. It was pretty short. It was only about an hour and 20 minutes, I would say, around that.
Yeah.
But it was definitely short and sweet, which is the right way to do it.
Absolutely.
Well, it's based on the short film that's on YouTube right now by the same name, Lights Out.
Yep.
We had a chance to sit down and talk with producer James Wan about the film. So if you want to check out our full interview, we actually have that posted at the website, HoustonFilmFanatics.com. Just check out Dylan's review about Lights Out, and you can catch the whole thing there. But yeah, no, the movie had a ton of jump scares.
Yeah, it really did play off those jump scares a lot.
It was fun, though.
Yeah.
So I went into this movie thinking it was going to be terrible. I'm not going to lie. But I actually really enjoyed it. And I don't know if that was just the crowd.
The crowd
was hilarious. They were really getting into it.
We got narration the entire time. Don't go in there! Don't go in there! Oh my god!
And it's not even from us, which it usually is.
It usually is. We were definitely still talking throughout the film, but which you should never do. But it was kind of fun to be able to, in that kind of audience with everybody freaking out at the same time, just really freaking out too. It's like it was right there, kind of scary.
Just really getting into it.
But the real question is, when you guys went home, did you sleep with the lights on?
I had no problems. I slept perfectly fine.
I turned off everything in the house just for kids.
I actually slept so hard that I was late for my actual job. Like, it was ridiculous.
Good lord.
Yeah, I had this dream about some kind of cruise or something.
Thanks, James.
James, you son of a gun!
But no, that one was fun, and I definitely recommend it. It's a good July horror movie.
It's a good horror movie.
Yeah.
Get your friends together, go check out Lights Out, enjoy the jump scares.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Check it out. Check it out. Although the monsters kind of...
Let's be honest. Okay, the real hero of this movie is not any of the main characters.
Exactly.
It's the boyfriend.
It's the boyfriend. He was such hero material, it was ridiculous.
He's a shining star.
Just one
That's
song.
really what he
was.
is.
Even the brother was still pretty smart, man. He was still like, are we going to die?
No. You know who else I really like? I like the chick that's she's the secretary at the beginning of the movie, because she's actually the original woman that was in the short film on YouTube.
Wow.
And so she kind of reprised her role there.
That's
also,
cool.
Smartest woman in the film. She's like, hey, there's something weird going on. I'm out.
Yeah, you might
should
wanna
come
leave.
too. And they're like, no, it's fine.
Nah, we're fine. We're okay.
It's gonna be great.
Spoiler alert, it's not fine.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Check out Lights Out in theaters this weekend. It's a good time. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so switching back gears, kind of to comedy, I would say.
I mean, I would say like a comedy, kind of like a little coming-of-age story, kind of, not really.
Yeah, it's basically a independent film called Hunt for the Wilder People.
I'll never stop running.
Yeah, and I'll never stop chasing you. I'm relentless. I'm like the Terminator.
I'm more like Terminator than you.
I said it first, you're more like Sarah Connor. In the first movie, too, before she could do chin-ups.
I love that. There is nothing but funny things happening in this movie.
Yeah.
All right, so do you want to lay out what this movie's about?
So the story is about basically about this like little kid that is basically just been doing a lot of bad stuff, and he's about to go to juvie, and so this is his last stop, and he's basically sent to go live kind of in the
bush people,
in the bush
pretty
people,
much.
which is like it's in New Zealand, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's basically in the middle of nowhere.
So
in
when
a
you
giant
say bush
forest.
people, I mean, this is no joke. This is like serious bush.
This is like
here.
serious like jungle, basically.
Yeah.
These people are hardcore hunters, and it's just at first he's like super like apprehensive of it and like hates it, but he grows to really enjoy it, and basically it's his story kind of.
It is his story, but it's really funny along the way, and it's got Sam Neill. You guys probably remember him from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
He's gotten a lot older, and he looks like just this crotchety old like bushman.
Which he plays perfect. For
He
the,
does.
For the
At
character.
first I didn't even notice that it was him. It was
Really?
just-
Was it the beard?
it was the beard. He just looks so different compared to back then.
I feel like I could almost smell the Outback coming through the screen. That was just me.
Yeah.
But it's a really funny movie. I watched the trailer and I was like, I don't know if I care about this one. It was really, really good. This was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the director Takiti Hunt is his name here. Takili Watiti.
What are you saying?
Watiti?
Warning, explicit content.
He also did this. He's a really good New Zealand director, and he's made a bunch of different films. And What We Do in the Shadows. If you haven't checked that out, you really should.
Funny movie.
Very funny.
Really
About
funny.
a mockumentary about vampires.
Yes, so good.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Very, very, very worth the watch. And I also noticed that Rhys Darby was in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
He was also in a show called Flight of the Conchords, and I'll always remember him from that. So
Oh my God.
he's hilarious. He's one of the greatest New Zealand actors.
Dylan
of the
loves
day.
Flight of the Conchords.
That's a
If you know
100%.
nothing
We were
else
listening.
about
We
him.
listened to that right before this podcast.
You could
my God.
literally spend every minute talking to them and being around them, and just it's the greatest thing ever. So
The greatest thing ever.
it's the greatest thing ever.
Literally the greatest thing.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Well, okay, so a lot of good things that are hitting theaters this week. Actually, I think Hunt for the Wilder People comes out next week. Check your local listings for showtimes in your area. But it was fun. Definitely give it a watch.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Highly recommend it.
Highly recommend it. You know what else is pretty awesome that's going on this week? It's this little tiny convention that nobody goes to in San Diego. It's
Small. Very small.
Very small. There's like 6 people there.
Yeah.
And by 6, I
Maybe.
mean 6 million.
Yeah.
San Diego Comic-Con is going on all weekend long, and we've actually got some really, really awesome stuff that has finally dropped. Like, we just found out that Brie Larson is going to be officially Captain Marvel.
That's awesome.
So that
Pretty cool.
announcement is set in stone, which I'm kind of excited.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I still picture her as a chick from Room.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like,
Yeah,
we'll see.
we'll see her with blonde hair, and we'll see if she really cuts it.
But there's a ton of stuff, though, that I am, like, so stupid excited about. And the first one I want to talk about is Justice League.
Oh man.
I heard about you. Didn't think you were real. I'm real when it's useful.
Yeah, so
Pretty crazy stuff.
Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash,
Cyborg,
and Cyborg.
Superman.
Yeah, I could not, yeah. Well, we didn't even really see Superman.
Yeah, Superman wasn't really in the trailer at all.
Well,
but everyone else was.
he died in the end.
I hope you have air quotes around that.
But
Yeah.
no one dies in comics. Let's be real.
But I mean, I really just don't know. My biggest problem with this is Zack Snyder. Like, he just. But you see, the thing is, I watched a super cut or the extended cut of the Batman vs Superman, and I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. But I'm also a really big DC fan. But I also hated Man of Steel. So I mean,
Man of Steel was pretty bad.
it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
But you know what? I'm a DC fan myself, and I did not like Batman vs Superman.
Yeah,
It was
you did not like Ben Affleck's
I
Batman?
didn't. Ben Affleck killed it for me. Just the fact that he's going to be like charioting all these other projects
The new
in,
Batman.
I'm just so not thrilled.
I mean, I feel like Affleck is part of the comic world. You know, he was the one who did in that.
Don't. You're not going to bring up Daredevil, are you?
No, I'm not bringing up Daredevil. I'm going to bring up when he was in
The Clerks, what's the 2 guys in Clerks?
Jay and Silent Bob.
Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, and when he's sitting there and he's talking about, he's going, it's poop shoot, and you go in there and you just start talking crap about everybody that you see, like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, and he's like making a joke about himself, and he's like, yeah, we just talk crap about everybody, and that's how they find out about the characters that they're making and all that. And it's like, I feel like he really does read all that stuff, and like he likes to like incorporate that into what he does. Because I feel like he's really gone a lot. He really has progressed. He has gotten better. I mean, Daredevil was definitely a low point, but
It was a very
he
low
did
point.
Argo, okay, and Argo was fantastic.
Pretty good.
Yeah, but that's not a superhero. Like, I
No,
love
I'm
Ben
just saying
Affleck
that.
in other things.
Was he in Gone Girl
I'm saying
too?
as an actor, I
He
think
was in
he's
Gone
been-
Girl. He was great
Phenomenal.
in
I
Gone Girl. You
think
know what I
he's-
loved about him in Gone Girl? He wasn't fucking Batman in Gone Girl. That's what I love. Stop it. Stop. Moving off of Batman, though. I mean,
Okay.
the rest of the cast that's in the Justice League trailer looks awesome.
Before,
Yeah,
before we
I
move
like
on,
Gal
wait.
Gadot. I
But
think
let's
she's-
talk about the thorn in everyone's side, though. The Flash. All right, so Ezra Miller is going to be taking the role of the Flash this time. He's basically taking it away from the TV Flash, which everybody knows already and loves.
Yeah.
And I'm really kind of pissed about that myself.
I feel like that's ridiculous for them to do 2 different versions, variations of it. Like,
Well, why would you? This show has got a great following, so
Yeah.
why would you not like want to bring in all those fans from the TV show and just have him be in the movie?
Exactly. That's what I don't understand. Like, why are you going to make these 2 versions and all that? Like, you've already established that this is Flash. You got the face. Everybody knows that face. So then when you see the movie, you're going to be like, who's that? I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
You're going to be confused.
I know. Personally, I'm fine with it. I mean, I love the actor, so.
Of course.
I think he's a good
But
actor.
you love him because he was great in Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Which is one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's a great movie. He did a great job. But is he Flash?
I think he could be Barry Allen. I think he could be Barry Allen.
Kind of like how just because Batman was, or Ben Affleck was great in Argo, doesn't mean he's good at Batman.
Okay, hey, I'm just saying, as an actor, I think he can learn. I think he can grow. I think he can. I think he can learn and grow as being Batman. You know,
we're gonna nurture him.
Yeah, he's gonna be better.
One more quick thing though. Cyborg's armor. That's the biggest turnoff, I swear.
He does look kind of, I don't know. It
doesn't-
seemed a little cheesy.
It's a little
so
CGI.
cheesy.
Yeah, but Aquaman also, you know, there's only so much you can do with him to make him not look like a scaly manfish.
Well, you know what though? But he looked pretty badass.
Yeah,
And
he looked good.
One thing I think was cool is when we did do the interview with James Wan, I actually got to talk to him a little bit about, because he's going to be directing the Aquaman movie. You know, here's what I got the chance to ask him. I have to ask, having such a heavy horror movie background, is that going to impact maybe your approach to like your Aquaman film? Are we going to be seeing possibly maybe a little darker film than we would have seen otherwise?
That was the reason I actually kind of went off and did Fast and Furious 7, you know, to show people that I'm not just a dark horror filmmaker, but, you know, that tone is something that, you know, that I'm very aware of, and I'm very, you know, that I love all kinds of sensibility. You know, I like to make movies that are just, you know, that doesn't have to be in your face scary. Part of the reason why, you know, I'm directing the pilot for MacGyver, just to again show that that I can do other things. And I really think with Aquaman, it really is, you know, whatever is right for the movie itself. Now, having said that, that doesn't mean that Aquaman will not have scary elements, you know, because you know, in the comic book world, Aquaman actually deals with a lot of really sort of fantastical creatures of the deep, and that element really excites me a lot.
All right, so there you have it, guys. That was James Wan talking about how he's going to try to bring together the Aquaman movie, and maybe, like I said, I asked him if it was going to be really dark because he's got that horror background that's so heavy, but and he said there might be a little bit darkness there, but he's going to try to get away from that, especially since he's done all the other stuff like Fast and Furious 7 or Fast Furious 7, whatever.
Yeah, Furious 7.
He's also, as he mentioned, he's directing the pilot for MacGyver.
Yeah, didn't he also direct? Did he do the Star Trek movie? Or that was somebody else?
That was somebody else.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind.
But yeah. But I mean, and I also think it's weird that he's doing a MacGyver pilot, because I didn't even realize there was a MacGyver reboot TV show coming out.
Well, dude, there's literally a reboot for every single thing. There's a Lethal Weapon show coming out in the fall.
A Lethal Weapon show?
Like
yes,
a TV
show. And they have the Rocky Horror show coming out. They have
I'm not excited about that.
They also have
a show?
Exorcist. It's gonna be like Grease, the musical. It was like made for TV. It's gonna be terrible.
Yeah. You know that the Exorcist TV show or Poltergeist or whatever, they're gonna make that.
Why does none of? It's kind of like when they made Miami Vice into a show, and I'm like, why did we need to do this?
Yeah, we didn't.
It
Or
isn't
Hawaii
made for shows.
5-0, they also have that too. Every show that's been made, they're gonna remake. I would not be surprised if they're like, we're gonna do a mass show. We're just go back to Vietnam.
Back now.
I believe that.
I could totally see it, dude. I
It
could
could
totally
happen.
see it.
Because it's not like, you know, Hollywood doesn't have ideas for other things.
Exactly. I mean, but see, the biggest thing about all those shows and stuff is I cannot watch all those old shows with the laugh track. I think the laugh track kills it for me now.
I would like to see Rocky Horror Show with the laugh track. Let's do the time warp.
Lethal Weapon with the laugh track.
Maybe more things need a laugh track to make it a better show.
Maybe they could add a little
Still need
bit.
to see those.
Okay, so that was, we got Justice League, but yeah, the other character in there that also got her very own trailer is Wonder Woman.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
It looks pretty good.
Have you never met a man before? Then what about your father?
I had no father. I was brought to life by Zeus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so looking forward to Wonder Woman.
Well, that's neat.
I like Gal Gadot. I think she actually. I still think she's a little bit too skinny for the role because I feel like Wonder Woman she wasn't necessarily so skinny. She was kind of buff, like she was because she's an Amazonian. Like she's so ridiculously strong. It's ridiculous.
But they're supposed to be like attractive too, though.
Well, I mean, obviously, but she doesn't also have to be a model.
Obviously, she was still the best part of Batman vs Superman for me.
She was okay.
And I was like, well, she's only got in like 3 scenes in there.
Yeah, she fought pretty well. I mean, but basically, she was completely behind a green screen the entire time. But it's okay.
So were the rest of the cast.
But
though.
when she did wear the dress, she did wear it right.
She did. We get to see more of her wearing the dress, but this time with a sword in the back of it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
I love how Chris Pine's in this one too.
Yeah,
Kind of interesting.
And they kind of teased that already in Batman vs Superman. We saw the photos.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I think this looks really good, and I think this is the Wonder Woman movie that I've only been waiting, 30 years
It's
to
been a long
see?
time.
Yeah. Actually, it was wasn't it her 30th anniversary today? Actually, or they did it in Comic-Con. They were celebrating it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So it was her 30th anniversary for the woman.
Man,
The woman?
that would have been
The
fun to
woman.
celebrate
Wonder
there.
Woman. Is she going to get the invisible jet?
Everyone was like saying there's a poster for it, and they're like, "You guys didn't see the invisible jet?
It's in the bag.
It's in the bag.
It's in the budget.
Yeah,
It's in the budget.
Invisible jets for
Yeah,
everybody.
It's not that expensive. Just put her in a chair and a green screen, have her walk, just like have hair, like the wind in her hair.
Some more interns holding up a fan.
Yeah. It was spent $32 at this at Home Depot.
And that's just because we had to buy the intern lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And it wasn't even nothing nice either.
No,
It was
it was
McDonald's.
It was McDonald's. Value menu. Value menu.
Ooh, the dollar menu.
You can't supersize anything.
Yeah.
All right, so the other movie that I wanted to talk about is not a superhero movie, but it's equally as exciting, is the brand new King Arthur, Legend of the Sword.
So what happens now? You know what happens now. You're quickly becoming a legend.
So Charlie Hunnam is taking up the sword. He's taking on the role of King Arthur.
Yeah.
And this trailer looks so good.
It looks phenomenal.
The biggest thing that I loved was director Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie is he doesn't mess around.
He doesn't mess around. He just notoriously makes mob movies, and it's always like crime, organized crime, or some kind of crime like films, and they're always really good. But this is definitely a change for him.
Well, one of the things that I heard about this movie that I thought was pretty badass was somebody was saying it's like, if you look at the King Arthur trailer, it's kind of like Lord of the Rings meets Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It's like, that's such an awesome combination.
That is a really good combination. I'm really excited about that. I want to see this movie. I'm very surprised. I didn't think that I needed King Arthur back in my life.
But you do.
But you do.
I do. It's going to be really interesting. This is the Warcraft movie that I wanted to see.
This is the Warcraft. I'm so glad it finally came around.
Oh man, dude. God.
Yeah.
Warcraft was alright.
It was. See, as a player, as a long-time player,
Did
very
you
long
finally
time.
see it?
Yeah, I finally
still
saw it.
haven't seen it.
11 years I played that game. I just actually
Dang, you're
resubbed
old.
coincidentally, but it's just such. It was nice to see all the cool location stuff. It could have been a better movie. It's just like the story, like the writing, the script could have been better, and I think that they said that there was like 45 to 50 minutes cut out from that movie, and I think they could have made it better. And I didn't even mean to go into a review of it, but I did.
Maybe there'll be an extended cut on the like the
They're
Blu-ray.
supposed
All I
to.
want
yeah.
is Arthas.
Yeah.
I just want that.
That's
story.
all you want?
That's all I
Yeah.
want.
Out
The
of
story,
life,
story of the Lich King.
or-
Just life.
Arthas Menethil.
Yep, Arthas Mental.
Yeah.
Rise of the Lich King.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we really we went off the rail and we're down in this little Warcraft.
Hey, it's fantasy. It's kind of
It's-
related.
It's still
Kinda.
related.
They've got
it's
swords,
related.
so
we
it's clearly
we
They got swords
we
and-
segued really well into it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's
know what
all
we're doing.
good.
Well, since we're talking, about Warcraft and it takes place in like the wilderness, let's just move on to our next little topic there. They finally came out with the news that the movie The Woods is actually going to be, it's going under its new name, Blair Witch. So it's basically a like weird reboot of the Blair Witch Project.
Very
And people
interesting,
were
so.
either stupid excited or super pissed about this.
I'm pretty excited. I mean, I love the Blair Witch Project, which you actually showed me.
I did. It was good.
I still haven't seen it.
How have you
It's
gotten
worth a
this?
watch.
You have to watch. This is the original found footage film. Like we have so many other crappy. This is the one you needed to see.
It's pretty interesting. It's kind of weird though.
Well, because the best part about it is, like, I will never forget being on vacation, seeing a trailer for it, and I thinking, swear to God, this is real. I got to go home and watch whatever this is. And I thought it was a TV show at first, but then I realized, oh my God, it's a movie. This is going to be so intense. And then I remember just the pure anger I felt finding out, wait, this isn't real. This is fake. Much like everybody else in America.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
Throwing
pretty
shade.
bad burn.
Yeah. I mean, not surprising. We kind of are suckers for a couple
Well,
things.
I was young, all right? This was,
Yeah.
how long ago? It was a
Yeah,
long time
and then
ago.
on top of that, it was like, I mean, this is definitely the 90s for sure, right?
It was like 93.
Yeah, exactly. 93,
Wasn't
which is
even
like
born yet.
the time where
Wasn't
these
even born yet.
these are the kind of I was 1 year old. That's
No
crazy.
wonder you didn't wait.
Are
I'm
you
still
sure?
a 90s
I mean,
kid.
we
'Cause
waited
I
in
remember-
line.
I remember seeing the poster and stuff at the movies, so that cannot be 93.
Are you sure? Because I had
Yeah.
it up in my room for a long time.
Yeah, and I remember
Uh-oh.
that actually. I remember that.
Was
You
it
had-
90? I thought it was like 93.
Yeah. Hold on, let's find out.
We're fact checking.
Oh, here we
things
go,
right
fact
now?
check.
1999.
Okay,
Oh,
I
you was
about
wrong.
I was
7
7.
years old.
And I was
Yeah,
born
I knew
then.
I
okay,
saw it.
1997. My bad, guys.
Yeah.
It was, but still, I mean, like, it was a pretty big deal when it came out. It was, it changed.
It scared
the whole,
me. The trailer always freaked me out.
It changed the way that people made movies.
Yeah. That's good.
I don't know. I'm really curious to see how this one goes and if it can live up to its original.
To the hype.
To the hype.
So is it a sequel or is it just a reboot?
I think it's a reboot. I didn't get a lot of info about it, but we've got the posters posted up if you want to check those out on our social media, either Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. I got the original poster for The Woods, and then the new poster that they revealed for the Blair Witch, and it's got the Blair Witch symbol filling in the space. So I didn't get to watch the trailer.
And they have the trailer out. So.
They do have the trailer out?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, from Lionsgate's movie, so yeah, it's the trailer.
You guys can check that out then.
Check that out?
Check that out.
Check that out.
She checked out. You checking out?
I'm checking out.
Check
it.
Check it.
Check it out.
All right. Well, that basically covers everything that I've got. We've got a bunch of giveaways coming up next week that you're going to want to check out. We've got The Boss on Blu-ray. It was a pretty funny movie. I liked it.
Wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad from
Wasn't
Melissa
terrible.
McCarthy.
Wasn't terrible.
We've also got some Hollywood movie cash that you can win to go check out Lights Out for yourself. Take your friends, get a little scared. And the biggest thing we got going on next week, though, is you can sign up for a chance to win reserve seats at our screening of Kubo and the Two Strings. The reason that this is awesome is not only will you score a chance to win reserve seats at our screening of Kubo on August 15th, but one lucky grand prize winner is actually going to score a trip to Universal Studios Hollywood to get a chance to check out the Leica experience that's happening August 5th through the 8th, and you'll get an exclusive behind-the-scene look at all of the films that we love from Leica, from Coraline to the brand new one, Kubo.
Oh, wow.
And so
That's cool.
it's a pretty legit trip.
That's really legit.
I know Kubo was made by the people that made Coraline.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
And I actually did see that, and it looks really good. That movie looks really good.
And there's a lot of big names in it, like Matthew McConaughey is doing voices, Charlize Theron.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
A lot of really big people in it.
It looks really... The trailer really pushed me over. I want to see it.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that one myself. So you guys are not going to want to miss it. We'll also have reviews for you guys next week. We'll be checking out Nerve, The Killing Joke, which we're all really excited about.
Oh, God, that
there we go.
train starts. Woo-doo!
And it's gone.
And there it goes. And, of course, we'll also have our review of Jason Bourne. And tons of other giveaways and more. So, check us out, HoustonFilmFanatics.com. And we'll catch you guys next week.
Looks like we're checking out.
We're
Are we
checking
checking
out.
out?
Next time.
Check it out. See you next time. Check it out.
See you guys. Have a good night. Bye.